Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to another episode of kev-tv. Yeah, we're rocking the baseball cap today. And I know if you went back to if you've watched kev-tv over the years and seen some of the earlier episodes, there were a lot of baseball caps. And I go through the want to wear a baseball cap, don't want to wear a baseball cap thing. I've always loved baseball caps. And I've always, had a love hate relationship with my hair. These days, the hate I have for my hair is the lack of it and the way it's thinning. And, so I don't wear the hats as much because I really do believe that the hats play something into the baldness. And I know it's the oils and it's the dirt it traps and things like that. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about today at KFTV. Had the camera set up in the room doing some other stuff and said, you know what, I wanted to talk about something. And I think one of the cool things about where I'm at in life, and I think where we all you know, end up in life, if you will, it's about, our friends. It's about the connections. I'll be the first to admit I don't have a lot of friends. And I don't think it's because I'm a bad guy, although I know there are some people who argue with that. But it's because I happen to move around so much in my career. You know, with my father's career and moving around, and while we spent, nearly 10 years in my formative years growing up in Illinois, and then off and on, I was in Virginia Beach, Virginia for another, 6 or 8 years, but there were 4 years away to college and some back and forth. And after a decade in Northeast Ohio full time, I ended up making friends. But what I found it doesn't take a long period of time for friendships to blossom. It doesn't take a length of time. You don't have to spend 10 years with people to become friends with them, to become better friends with them. Because I've spent more time reconnecting, or I don't even say reconnecting, because we never were unconnected. We just didn't connect enough because of technology. But now, thanks to your Facebooks and your Twitters and email, you can stay connected to people all across the world. My two best friends from high school, Randy and Jean, grew up in Virginia Beach and in the Norfolk area together, and we spent a lot of time for 5, 6 years together, and then we all went our separate ways. And Randy's now living in northern North Carolina, and has been for a few years. And Gene, who was living in Charlotte, is now living back in Connecticut again, where he'd been before. Me, I was the one who bounced around a lot. And because of that, you tended to, since they're out of sight, out of mind, you tended not to stay connected with them. But now, thanks to the internet, we stay connected and we stay in each other's lives more and more all the time. And that's exciting. As the sun comes out, wow. And that's kind of cool. But I'm also now reconnecting with friends from college. Friends who weren't friends necessarily for a long period of time. Thanks to the internet, my buddy Van, who I did a lot of classes with his wife and then became close with Van, bought my first new car from Van. We've reconnected. He's living in Williamsburg, Virginia with his family. My, first college suite mate, then college roommate, who basically never moved away from the area, Kevin Quisenberry. Quies went from college just down the road to teaching in Blacksburg, Virginia, and has been there ever since. And now reconnecting with another friend from college who I worked at the radio station with for a few years, who then was a roommate for a very short time and then moved back home and now is involved in, I don't know if it's the Coast Guard or the National Guard or the Fire Brigade. I'm not quite sure what Mark is involved with, Mark Antley. We've reconnected through Facebook. And Mark and Queez and I are going to get together this summer and kind of have a 30th reunion of when we lived together. And that's kind of cool. And that's kind of the beauty of the technology and the beauty of the internet. People we've lost touch with. People that time cannot erase the bonds you make. And again, I don't care if you're with them for 6 months or 6 years or 60 years. The people that are meant to be are meant to be there. And the people who come and go are meant to come and go, I guess. And I'm getting a little reflective today. I felt the mood. Another episode of kev-tv coming up real soon. I do remind you again, too, about our new video blog at kevinmason.us. We've taken all of our videos from the Road Warrior videos, and put them up on their own special site. Why? Because I got bored late one night and decided that's what I was going to do.